Shalom, Israel. It's your boy New Breed coming through with another live stream. The power struggle between man and woman. As you enter the chat, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. It allows YouTube to send the notifications out. This particular live stream is going to be very introspective. There's a lot of things that's been happening in my personal life that I would like to share with you all. And I would like to be totally transparent. Totally transparent. I would like all my learning experiences to be learning experiences for you all as well. You being spiritual family, brothers and sisters, because both can learn from this. But this video is predominantly geared towards those individuals who are married happily, divorced, in toxic relationships, people who are being run through the ringer, people who are going through very tumultuous times when it comes to relationships, people who are having trouble finding a mate. This video will be suitable for all because we got to understand the great power struggle that's been put in place between male and female, and a power struggle that actually shouldn't be there. So the title of this video is The Power Struggle Between Man and Woman. There shouldn't even be a power struggle between man and woman. The Bible is the blueprint for marriage. It's very simple. When you look at it on the surface, the man is the leader. The man rules the household. He rules over his woman, according to the biblical patriarchy. A woman was taken from man to follow and to help that man. It's very simple. A woman is designed to help a man. That's what her purpose is. She's designed to bear children, raise those children, help the man reach his goals and his accomplishments. Essentially, she's supposed to act as a nurturer to the household. She's supposed to know her role in humility and meekness. She's supposed to be humble. That's not what we got going on in modern society. And we got to talk about that. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm in a place personally where when it comes to traditional marriage in this Babylonian feminist society, I personally have given up. Yes. And I know that could be very disparaging. What? Some people are probably like, what, Bree? You've given up. I've officially given up. I have not given up on being an excellent father. I have not given up on my responsibilities. I have not given up on being a man, and I refuse to be emasculated by a court system. I refuse to be emasculated by a woman. I refuse to hold my tongue to what is true and what the Most High has bestowed upon me. I refuse to bow down to the feminine, the divine feminine. I refuse. And I've officially given up on trying to be a husband. All right? Now, what I mean by that is, whoever the Most High sends my direction, there's got to be a real understanding that's put in place, a real understanding. Lately, I've experienced betrayal in such a way that I know that it's nothing less than demonic. I know that certain people are placed in our lives as distractions and hindrances, and I know how to move forward. But before I really go into grave details, all right, first and foremost, if y'all in this chat, I'm going to bear all. I'm going to open up, which is something I really don't do much. So I'm going to need y'all to show y'all support by hitting the thumbs up button, all right? And before I really dive in on this topic and really speak about how things are and opposed to how things should be, Let me go ahead and greet you, the people. I see the real Derek Jackson in the house. Yeah, yeah. Good to see you, fam. Got Joseph Barrios in the house. What's good with you? Yeah, yeah. True Love is in the house. What's good? It's great that y'all catching another live stream. It's always an honor to build with y'all. What's good? We got Lachia Coleman. Yeah, we got Tierra Alexander. We got Corey Schmick. What's good, y'all? Yeah, yeah. Grand rising to all of y'all. I'm glad y'all catching another live stream. Now, let's talk about it. The battle between man and woman, the power struggle. It seems that in this culture, no matter how much you are a provider as a man, no matter how much you are a protector, no matter how much you do what it is that you're supposed to do, no matter how honest and transparent you are, it seems that there's a great battle between man and woman. It seems that women are always jarring at your position as leader. And it's never enough. What you do for her is never enough. You could be a champion lover. You can handle your business. You can literally put her to sleep. You can handle your business. You could provide for a household. You could be a great dad. You can be an excellent provider. And there's still a spirit that's in a lot of these women that is battling to be in the man's position, battling to emasculate that man, battling to take things into her own hands and suppress who that man is, suppress the man's masculinity. Essentially, these women like to emasculate a lot of brothers. And I refuse to be emasculated. I refuse to hold my tongue. I refuse to let my words be monitored by a woman. I refuse to change the narrative of my life for a woman. I refuse to be changed essentially by a woman. Because when you meet a female, she is supposed to be an addition to your life, brothers. She is on your ride. She is riding with you. She's riding shotgun. She's supposed to be following. She's supposed to be going the direction that you're going. In all humility and all meekness. She is supposed to be led by you. Regardless of her own personal disagreements that she may have with you, she is supposed to be riding. Because she's supposed to know that the higher power is operating through you. And I'm going to put this out here. Ladies, a man is the closest thing to the Most High that you will get here on this earth. Let me repeat that. A man, a husband, a leader is the closest thing to the Most High God, Elohim power, on the throne that you will get here on this earth. You are supposed to cherish that with all your heart. You are supposed to appreciate that. You are supposed to be totally in a submissive stance when it comes to the leadership and the direction that your man is going. And I know there's going to be a lot of people like, well, what about if this man is not doing this and that man is not doing that? Listen, when you chose to be with that man, you knew who you were choosing to be with. You knew who you were chosen to be help meet for. Because essentially, when you joined that brother in marriage and relationships, you chose to be a helpmeet to that particular brother. You chose that. You chose to follow that man. And now that you're with that man, you have all these personal issues between you and that man. Well, listen, you met him in that circumstance. Now it's time to follow in that circumstance. Now it's time to help him in that circumstance. Because that's where you linked up with him at. And that's just plain and simple. Now, for those that don't know, a lot of y'all on Patreon are already quite familiar with my current situation. Um, I often hate to bring my personal life into these videos, into anything that I'm teaching. But it's a prime example of what I'm speaking about. The power struggle, the battle. In my personal life, I can display a prime example. Now, for those who follow me on Patreon, y'all know that I'm in a civil court case for joint custody of my children for my previous marriage. And I'm also going through a divorce. So, I've been betrayed in ways that I can't quite, I could have never imagined, first and foremost. I've had slanderous lies told on me, defamation of character. I was said to be abusive. All of it's untrue. I've shared a lot of things with you all in Patreon and what I'm going through. I had to actually take a few days off of YouTube and really recalibrate my mind. I had to really come to grips to what happened. And at the moment, I decided not to be the spokesman of the Black Manosphere anymore. I'm putting it out here. Yes, critical announcement on this live stream. New Breed is no longer the spokesman for the Black Manosphere, because I believe that the spokesman for the Black Manosphere must have a successful marriage. He must have a family where he is ruling over his wife like he's supposed to from the biblical aspect, and his wife is in total agreement. His wife is walking the right path. His wife is following. I'm relinquishing that. I'm relinquishing my title because I've given up on trying to be a husband. I've officially given up. No, I refuse to go whoremonger. I refuse to compromise my ethics and my principles. I still speak against that. I still believe that you should be totally honest with a woman. I don't think you should lie to a woman for sex. But when it comes down to it, I'm officially relinquishing my title as spokesman of the Black Manosphere. I no longer desire to be a husband at this moment. I'm focusing in on my own life, on my own personal growth, my own personal development. I'm focusing on being a great father. All right? That's my only focus. I don't want to try to lead a woman at all in this day and age. I have no success rate when it comes to that. It just is what it is, and I'm totally transparent with you when it comes to this. Now, let's talk a little bit more about, some of the personal things I've experienced. Right now, I realize how evil and demonic a lot of these women are. I mean, and it's like, I've truly wrapped my mind around it. I have grasped the concept of how demented and twisted some of these women can be. And how well some women are with actually playing the role of a righteous woman. Now, in my first marriage, we gonna get personal. Hit that thumbs up if y'all don't mind New Breed getting a little bit personal here. If y'all don't mind it, hit the thumbs up. And listen, this is not something that I'm always gonna talk about. After I'm done with this topic, better believe I am not going to continue talking about love and relationships and marriage. It's going to be business as usual. I'm talking about various topics. We're going to talk about what's going on in the world, and we're going to keep it moving, all right? But allow me to vent for a moment. Allow me to keep it real with y'all. Without putting out names, without putting out case numbers, without putting out too much information that could be jeopardizing to myself, I'm going to put it out there. My first marriage was very toxic. I mean, it was the definition of a toxic relationship. On both ends, it was toxic. All right? It was a relationship that needed to come to a halt. And it did come to a halt. I mean, the Most High removed me from that relationship to the point when, after I was removed, I began to ascend to new levels, to new heights. I had a sense of clarity. And during this time of clarity, I was single. You know, I was doing my thing, being honest with women, out here living my life. And actually, I'm going to just be totally honest with you. That was probably the happiest of my life. And I just can't deny that. The happiest point in my life is when I was single, quote unquote single. Um, and just being honest. That's just the truth. That's how I felt. It is what it is. Now, without being overly religious and digging into all the texts about how we're supposed to move on and move out and have a wife and have children, you know, I've tried that route. Now, it was very toxic. Make a long story short, it ended. It's been years of back and forth. It's been years of struggles between the children, having the children, being allowed to be a father to the children. Let me tell y'all something. When a woman cannot take responsibility for her own actions. Now, you see how easily I can say it was toxic on both ends. When a woman can't say that, when a woman plays the blame game, she never takes responsibility for her own actions, and therefore you become the bad guy. And in their mind, if you're the bad guy, they will use the children against you. All right? They will use the children against you. They will tell horrendous lies to everybody around them. Even if it costs you your life, costs you your livelihood. They will overly exaggerate stories. I mean, they will give some horrendous tales about you, even to the point that if anybody actually believes these stories that's being told against you, they're completely morons. They're idiots. They have no common sense, or they're just as evil as the person telling the damn lies. Just as evil as the person telling the lies. If you would believe something like that. If that's the truth, why would a woman, if this person did so and so to you, if this person was that way to you, why would you even go back to that person? Why would you still continue to attempt to be with that person? Lies. Straight up lies. And that's what I'm witnessing throughout the court system. In this feminist culture, whatever the woman says, they're keen to believe it. There's no proof behind it. There's nothing substantial. There's no evidence. There's no police reports. There's no nothing. But since a woman said it, they will believe it. And you know what? I'm hoping that this video really opens up your eyes, a lot of you young brothers out there, because this system is a monster against you men. I'm talking about it is a monster against you brothers. And I can always try to defend this system in a sense. Like, you know what? You know, there are good women out here. Listen, you just don't know at this point. You just don't know. I don't recommend anybody get married under this Babylonian mystery system that they got going on. I don't recommend you sign any marriage certificate. Don't put your name on no damn papers. Because once you do, and you allow this system into your corporation, because essentially that's what it is, a corporation. Once you allow the government into your marriage, and you and that woman have a disagreement, or you as a man refuse to bow down to the feminine energy, the feminine aspect, when you refuse to grovel and acquiesce to her, when you refuse to bow down and let her control the narrative of your relationship, she will take it directly to the courts. If she can't beat you straight up, because it does become a competition. It becomes a competition. If she can't control the narrative, she's going to go to somebody who can. She's going to go to the government. Now, let me put this out here. The reason why this power struggle exists is because of our captivity. There's been things done to us as a nation that have caused some irreparable damage. It's caused certain problems in our community that are almost irreversible. Women have given up hope on men, and in terms, men are beginning to give up hope on a lot of women. For all sending super chats, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. And the only way that we can stop ourselves from failing from whence we came is we evaluate some of the semantics that our enemies have put in place to suppress who we are as people. In slavery, our women are used to seeing our men. They were used to seeing our men emasculated by the slave owner, beat down. They took the strong man, they made him weak. They made so many strong men weak to the point where they ran, fled, and left the women. They left the women on the plantation. Do you know how deserted and alone they must felt? Do you know how the independent woman mentality came into play? In slavery. It ain't nothing new. We think it came from Beyonce talking about to the left, to the left. I could have another you in a minute. No. It came from slave owners picking out bucks. Picking out bucks. Hey, look, buck, you go impregnate that one. Oh, y'all gonna make some good slaves. You go ahead and impregnate that one. But do I gotta take care of the baby? No, you ain't gotta take care of the baby, buck. You just make that slave and we gonna sell it. Nobody there to protect the child. Nobody there to protect the family. Nobody to stop this demonic animal from stealing the baby and selling it into captivity. They conditioned men to have babies with women and keep it moving. And leave the woman to fend for herself. So much so that nowadays when a woman get pregnant, she will purposely push that man away. She will do it purposely. She will begin to play certain games within her own mind. That generational curse will begin to flow through her veins. And she'll begin to use that baby. She'll use the child against the man. It becomes her child. This my son. This my daughter. It came from your blood. Your seed, brothers. 100% of that baby's blood comes from the man. But this system has created a system where the woman has complete say-so over that child. Complete say-so. So much so that if you are attempting to be a leader in your household, a leader, a biblical man with biblical principles, you are labeled as misogynist. You're labeled as a misogynist. They depict you as a tyrant. They depict you as a dictator opposed to a leader. This system is not on the side of either party involved. This system is not on either side. And as that woman had those babies and bore those children, part of the curses was she would long to see them all the days long because they've been sold into captivity. So now her energy has been directed to the man. Now, when the man takes his position as the father of their offspring, she believes that that's the captivity. She blames that captivity on who? The same one that she laid up with and bore children with. Fast forward, another divorce, another separation in my personal life. This one I just felt like I did everything right. I was a provider, protector. I was honest. I've always wanted multiple wives. I was always transparent about wanting multiple wives. I feel like it's in our custom and in our nature to have multiple wives. A lot of black men are pre-genetically disposed to deal with multiple women. And instead of being a liar, instead of being a whoremonger, I've been honest. I've been honest. I can never see myself with being with just one woman. At least I'm honest about that. How many men are going to tell a woman, I don't want to just be with one? I'm building something great. I want to build a organization. I want to build a dynasty and a legacy. See, I had a very small family. Literally, I'm last of a dying breed when it comes to my family. When it comes to men. All the men in my family died young. Died young. My dad died at 48 years old. He had 6 brothers. 4 other brothers died before they turned 30. I mean, before they turned 50, excuse me. To carry on my tradition and my legacy and my dynasty and my empire, there's something in me that's of kingship that I desire to build a dynasty, sort of like the Pilgrims, sort of like the brothers in the Bible, sort of like King David, sort of like King Solomon, sort of like the brothers in the Bible who practiced polygyny and built strong foundations and carried through bloodlines. And if it wasn't for polygyny, we wouldn't even be here. There would be no 12 tribes of Israel. There would be no 12 tribes of Israel if it wasn't for polygyny. So I desired that. I know what the Bible says. I know my biblical right to do what it is that I want to do. No woman should have anything to say about that. That one thing, the selfishness that a lot of women have, the possessiveness that they have, will make them go against their own words, will make them take back what you're building because they cannot control you or the narrative of your life. And now I'm to the point where I have officially given up on trying to be a husband. I've officially given up. And you know, there's people who are going to be happy about this debacle in my relationships. And that's why, listen, I've stated that I no longer want to be the spokesman of the black manosphere. I believe that the spokesman of the black manosphere should have a successful marriage. Um, Preferably a brother who has successful, has multiple wives and is successful with it. You know, that should be the brother who's the spokesman of the black manosphere. A brother who's going against all the Babylonian odds that's set against them, all of the feminism that's set up. It should be that brother. But I'm at the point where, listen, I've given up on trying to be a husband. I don't want to be. I don't listen. It is exhausting trying to lead somebody who don't understand that their role is simply to help you. That's it. That's sort of like if you get a job and you hire somebody to help. You're the manager of the damn job. You hire them to be help. And they trying to take over the damn job. There's so many women that I have met that want to meet me and try to change my mind on things, like try to literally try to teach me scripture. Listen, let me put this out here. Let me put this out here. I don't need no woman trying to share no scripture with me. Let me repeat that. Let me make this very clear. I don't want near woman trying to show no scripture to me. I don't want no woman trying to teach me the Bible. I don't want no woman trying to quote verses at me. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. It doesn't make no difference coming from you. Let's just be straight up about that. There's no way that I've studied for over 10 plus years this word, and I'm going to allow a woman to try to teach me the Bible. I know the Bible. It's not in your place to teach me the Bible. That's for brothers to build on. The Bible says the flock of my sheep are men. I build with men when it comes to the Bible. A woman's place is to teach other women. Don't come at me with no Bible. Teach other women. Teach children. You're coming at the wrong person trying to teach the scriptures. That's just how it is. I don't want no woman who believes that she's closer to God than her man. And let me tell you, that is a huge turnoff for real men. Huge turnoff. And I'm talking about men who are already in the truth. Let me be very clear about this. If you know your man is already in the Bible, it's not really your responsibility or your role to try to teach him. Now, if you have a husband or a man and you're in a relationship and your man don't know the truth, you got to win him over through an example, through conversation. You got to carry yourself a certain way so that man will begin to cleave towards whatever it is you're learning. And then you open up the Bible. Once he started to veer towards what you're doing and how you're conducting yourself as a lady, then that man will veer over. And then if he wants you to open up that word, you open it up. But there's no reason why a man who's in the Bible should meet a woman and she's coming with some scriptures open, trying to show him the Bible. It's a huge turnoff. Don't no well-versed studied man want to deal with that. Because you're already showing that man that, listen, I'm close to the Lord. I'm closer to the Lord than you. It becomes a power struggle. It becomes exhausting. It's a turnoff. It's off-putting. As a woman, you should be totally in surrenderance to that man's leadership. And if you don't see that leadership in him from a biblical aspect, then don't follow him. Don't follow him. If you choose to get in a relationship with him and follow him and be underneath him, let him lead. Let him lead. And I've been called all kind of names. I've been called misogynist. I've been called a womanizer. And this is a man with 2 daughters. A man who loves women. A man with a sister. A man with a mother. A man who loves his sister or loves his mother. A man who loves his daughters. A man who loves women. And I only want to see the best for him, but I'm going to just tell you the truth. If our women don't clean up their act and begin to submit to a man, then things that are happening in this world right now are going to backfire in their faces. And I can see it clear as day. There's going to be a lot of households that are unprotected. There are already households that are unprotected. And I mean that on every level. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, there are households that are just completely unprotected. Nobody's there to protect the children. Nobody's there to protect the wife. And for me to see that and see it coming, and it's coming quick. We living in some tumultuous times. These are literally the end of days right now. Do you really want to be out there still caught up in your own emotions and your own feelings? Do you really want protection as a woman? Ask yourself that. Do you really think that you can handle this world alone? Do you really believe that? Now, the time is now to change our ways, man. Me personally, I'm focusing on myself. I'm getting ready. I'm really, I'm jumping on that NoFap lifestyle change. Let's talk about that briefly because all of this plays a role in the power struggle. We got to talk about it. Mash that thumbs up in the chat, y'all. Let's get this video spread it. Let's get this video fluctuated. We got to talk about the spiritual dynamics and how sexuality has been perversed in order to cause this power struggle, in order to cause uh, this tension, and how sexual immorality is a big piece of what's going on in society. Now, we got to talk about it. It's time for semen retention in my personal life. It's time to really focus on myself. And for those who don't know what semen retention is, it's basically refraining from sex, refraining from masturbation, refraining from pornography. And this has all type of health benefits as well. I mean, it helps you on a physical, mental, and a spiritual level. It helps you in so many ways. There's so many dynamics that come with the NoFap lifestyle change. And I recommend that every man at one point of their life tries this. Every man at one point of their life tries to refrain from all impurities and just cleanse yourself. Get back to yourself. Get back to yourself. And you begin to build yourself back up. You begin to have more energy. And this energy can be used to do all the things that you need to do in life. You transmute that very same energy that you have suppressed within you. See, your life force has the ability to create a life. Your life force was in you, makes a baby. It creates life till its fullest potential. So when you suppress that energy and you hold that energy within, you can take that same energy and begin to do certain things in your life that you always wanted to do. Things that you always wanted to do. You can begin to travel, begin to see the world, begin to focus on the work that it is that you got to accomplish. Begin to really hone in on what it is you're supposed to do. And instead of you going around and just sleeping and smashing and dashing and dealing with different women and giving all your energy and creating all these soul ties, you can take your time and energy to build yourself up. Focus on yourself. And let me tell you this. When you focus on yourself anyway, brothers, women gonna come. Women just come. They flock to when you are focusing on yourself. And at this day and age, when the women flock, I think y'all should be honest with them. If you don't want marriage, if you just want to hit it, tell them you just want to hit it. And I'm not telling people to do that. I'm not promoting you to do that. But at the very least, you being honest, you giving her a choice. And that's actually some sort of covenant. That's an agreement. At the very least, be honest with these women. It's time to gain control over ourselves. It's time to gain control over ourselves. It's time as men to focus on building ourselves up. Don't allow anybody to hold you down to what you're trying to build. And listen, the Most High have not designed you to be suppressed by anybody. He didn't design us to be in these exhausting power struggles. They're exhausting. It's time to get rid of the porn, man. Put porn blockers on your computers. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. If you continue to relinquish your energy watching these screens, if you sitting there in dark basements, jacking off to these porns, right? And you just totally abusing yourself. What's going to end up happening is you're going to attract the same type of women who are getting smashed out on camera. You're going to attract whores. Or you ain't going to attract nobody because you ain't got no damn energy. You're becoming perverse and strange. Now when you're in public, Women are looking at you strange. They got a strange vibration around you. They don't want to deal with you. They looking at you out the corner of their eyes because you become perverted. And now you can't even look at a woman for what she is. You can't even begin to test these women. You can't even ask these women the right questions because all you looking at is body parts. And you're supposed to be attracted to a woman naturally. There's supposed to be a natural connection between man and woman. If you look at this system, they created a great divide between man and woman. Have y'all ever wondered why they created sex dolls? They created all this porn with little to no security over it. I mean, it's so easily accessible. Have you ever wondered why there's so many sex toys? Why they got these sex shops with all these toys for men and women where they could just completely gratify themselves? You ever wonder why? You ever wonder why when you go out to a club or a bar, there's no longer no BBD playing? There's no longer no 112 playing? There's no longer no Mary J. Blige playing? It ain't nothing to cut that trick off. That B ain't nothing. My dogs, my dogs, my dogs. Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. How the hell you want to dance with your dogs for? Dance with your dogs at the nighttime? What? You ever wonder why systematically women started to stand on one side of the bar, men started to stand on the other side? No actual real connection. It's like a great divide. Women are dressed a certain way only to be viewed. Only to be viewed. That's it. Dressed like straight up hookers and prostitutes. Only to walk by so you can view them and lust after them. Only so you can look at them and feel a certain way. They set that up to divide and conquer. They're trying to divide and conquer families. And let me tell you right now, Satan is always going to go after the weaker vessel. Always going to go after the weaker vessel. He's going to go after the woman. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, if she's not ruling, if she don't have the power in that household, 9 times out of 10, she's going to take the bait. She's going to take the bait. He won't do what I want him to do. Everything is good with him, but he won't do this. He won't bend to my will on that. He won't change this about himself. I don't know what to do. Only thing I could do is go to the government. Only thing I could do is go to the system. Only thing I could do is involve the system in our union. Since I can't conquer this man, only thing I can do is go to the powers that be and try to shut this man down. Now, for those who follow me on Patreon, I showed y'all some details of my situation, and y'all know exactly what's going on. They know exactly. A lot of y'all who follow me on Patreon, you know what's going on. If you don't, y'all need to go into the description box and follow me on Patreon, because listen, I'm gonna show you brothers what to expect when a woman shows you her horns. Because listen, I'm telling you this so y'all can avoid it. I want y'all to learn from New Breed. I want y'all to learn from my experiences in life. I don't want y'all to ever get caught up in this. I don't want y'all to ever have to deal with a woman scorn. I don't want you to ever have to deal with not being able to see your children. I don't want y'all to ever have to deal with that. And let me put this out here. There's no greater pain than a man not being able to be a father and see his children. There's no greater pain. No greater pain. There's no pain like when you are a protector. You are a dad. You want to be in your children's lives. You want to be a father. But somebody stops you. I'm talking about, man, sometimes I don't even know how I can function. Throughout the years of going through what I went through with my first marriage, I don't even know how I can function sometimes. It's only through the will of the Father, only through the grace of the Father. Because it hurts. I mean, it hurt. That's probably the worst pain that I've ever bared in my life. And I've been through some things. Trust and believe, I've been to hell and back twice. I done seen things in this life that a lot of people can't even wrap their minds around. I done been through hell and back twice. I'm still here. But the pain of not being able to see my baby girl, not being able to be around my children, it is no pain like that. There is no pain like that. I'm going to tell you right now. But you know what? Them women don't give a damn. Them kids become a weapon. They become a weapon. And at the end of all this, they only hurting the children. They only hurting the children. They only hurting the children. Somebody said you had a song called Woman Scorn. Absolutely. That song was directly from the heart. Directly from the heart. That's how it is. It's painful, man. It's painful. And now I'm at the point where I don't want to be a husband no more. I don't care. I don't care to be a husband. If I deal with a woman, she's gonna know that, look, we just dealing with each other. It means nothing at this point, because the moment where I let you in, the moment where I allow you to be a part of my life, the moment where you feel like you got anything over me, the power struggle starts. And I'm exhausted with that at this point in time. I'm beginning to feel like I'm not meant to have a wife. I'm beginning to feel like I'm just meant to focus on the work and be a great father and try to right all my wrongs that I've done in life, because that's all I want to do. All I want to do is all the mistakes I made, all the women I dealt with, any mistake I made, all I want to do is take responsibility for what I've done. And I just want to right my wrongs. I just want to take care of my children. I just want to make sure they know what it is growing up. That's it. I'm not trying to sit here and you know, be no husband and try to be this man that, you know, is I'm just not. I can't do it no more. I've officially given up on that. I'm not looking anymore. I don't care for that. Now it's time to hit the gym. Mike Tyson, 54 years old. He got me influenced. He got me encouraged. A lot of people ask me why am I so excited about that fight? Think about it, y'all. Right now in this day and age, we're being told that our elderly are dying expeditiously from a virus. We're being told that they're in hospitals decrepit. We're being told that our people are sickly. When you got two 50-plus-year-old men in good shape about to square up. So that's why I'm excited about that fight. It shows us in a different light in the media right now. All of our elderly are not decrepit and dying off. But I'm just encouraged right now to focus in on myself, not to deviate from the topic. I'm focusing in on building my own life and providing for mine. That's it. Taking care of my responsibilities, which I always have. I've always took care of my responsibilities, and I'm gonna continue to do so. But other than that, that's what it is. There's gonna be a power struggle, y'all. It's gonna be a power struggle. And shout out to all the brothers who found them a righteous traditional woman. And I'm gonna be honest, in this generation to come, man, that's a difficult task to find. You go to the book of Proverbs, it says finding a good woman is like finding precious rubies and stones and gems. You're not just gonna walk down the street and find a bunch of precious rubies just laying around. You're not gonna find a bag of treasure just laying around. That's something as a man you really gotta work on finding. You really gotta hone in on yourself and build yourself up as a man before that's awarded to you. And I believe the Bible tells you not to look for a wife. I believe if you don't have a wife, you're not supposed to look for one. If it's meant for you to have one, you will be awarded a wife. And that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And I'm telling you, like, it don't matter what. A lot of brothers think, that it depends on how you treat a woman, how you handle it in a bedroom, all of that don't even matter. I'm telling you, all of it don't matter. You could be listen, and I'm gonna tell you this, as a man, you're supposed to be a bedroom bully. You're supposed to be dominant, aggressive. You're supposed to take care of your business. But it don't matter how good you doing that. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter how good of a provider you are. It don't matter. Listen, it just don't matter. It don't matter how knowledgeable you are. It don't matter. If she not the right one, she not the right one. If she not on the same level as you, she just not on the same level. You can't force something. You can't force something. That will only last for a time period. It's only going to last for a while. Yep. And then, you're going to have people who, throughout the midst of these divorces and court cases and things of that nature, you're going to have people who are applauding this. People who are happy to see these type of things happen. I'm witnessing the spirit of certain people around me. You're going to have people who, they like, yes, New Breed took an L. Because they just hate to see you win. They hate to see you winning, man. But, hey, it is what it is, man. Expect the power struggle. Yeah, Wilson says social media got these women lost. No doubt about that. A lot of these women, they doing it for views, man. They doing it for clicks. They want to show their ass everywhere and be seen. Yep, family, so-called friends. You have people believing all kind of nonsense about you, things that just don't even make no damn sense. People in relationships, when you get out of these relationships, people will exaggerate certain things that may have happened. I mean, exaggerate though. I mean, to the point where it's an extreme exaggeration and it's a whole nother story. They always play the victim role. There's a lot of victimization going on. One person is an angel, one person is a monster. That's nonsense. That's not how relationships go. And anybody believing that is foolish. Walking around, and I'm gonna tell you, this is how a lot of smear campaigns are started. I talked about smear campaigns on Patreon and how people are often quick to believe something that's untrue about somebody. And I think society has conditioned us to be that way. We are conditioned to believe things that are untrue. You got, I mean, it's literally shock media right now. We don't want to believe what's true. We want to believe the juicy story, the hot topic. We want to believe false allegations and false accusations, lies, slander. Because guess what? It's entertainment. It entertains us to hear stories about this person did that, this person did this. If you believe any of that nonsense, hey, it's on you. If you're watching my videos and you literally dwell in my circle and you believe some of the slander that's going on my name, then damn it, I'm glad you believe it, because I'm getting you out of my life too. Yeah, that's to those people who, got a lot to say behind my back and want to be all involved in everything. Look, get the hell out of my life. I'm running this solo. I got the Most High with me, man. I'm good. I'm good. And that's just how it is. And like I said, I'm not a male scorn either. This topic was talked about, and after this, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm telling you, I'm not going to dwell on this. There's so many topics that I got lined up. There's so many things going on in the world that I have to talk about right now. There's so many shows of Enigma files that got to be done. There's so much work that I have to do. Listen, I ain't worried about any lies and slander and campaigns, and I'm not worried about anybody praying on my downfall, man. All praises to the God of Israel for holding us up through all our tough times. Yes, yes. Blue said, love your content, keep it coming. Will do, family, will do. Somebody said now you can have side pieces. I ain't nobody looking for no side pieces. New breed is looking to build new breed up. New breed is looking to take care of his responsibilities. New breed ain't worried about no side pieces. It's not all about sex. And that's another thing. Like, they say that men are perverted. They say men think about sex 90% of the day. They say that men are this and men are that. Total nonsense. Total malarkey. I wholeheartedly believe that women think about sex more than men. That's why polygyny is such a controversial topic. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if a man was not having sex with his other wives, most women would be down with polygyny. If there was no sex involved whatsoever, no sex involved whatsoever, women would not give a damn about polygyny. They thinking about sex. They the ones thinking about that. They not thinking about all of the benefits that come. That you'll have you have a woman to take care of your child in a home. You have home care, free home care. A sister wife. You have a friend. You have somebody who's like-minded. You have more income. You have more organization. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about one thing and one thing only. And that's sex. That's it. Yeah, it comes with the territory. But men don't, most scholarly, righteous men are not walking around thinking about sex all damn day. There's too much to do. There's too much that you got to do in a damn day to be thinking about sex all the time. Especially if you're a man who's trying to build something in your life. You're not thinking about that. That's always the woman, man. Thinking with her vagina all damn day. Being possessive over men. Worried about what your man doing. Like, come on now. Worried about if your man is giving another woman attention and whatnot. Like, he's a man. You knew he was a man when you met him. He got you, didn't he? You knew he was a man when he met you, because he got you. You think after he meet... Let me tell you something, man. Let me just be truthful. Let me be truthful. And some of this is going to bother some women. But listen, I don't care. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not bowing before nobody. Listen, if you think that a successful man who is building something, a righteous man, a God-fearing man, who has a lot to offer women, if you think that when he meets you, and I'm saying 90% of the time, if you think that when he meets you, that you the only one that man got eyes for, you are completely damn delusional. You have lost your mind. If you expect that to happen, you're delusional. You're delusional. Especially, listen, and we all of age, right? A lot of us are adults in here. Let's keep it 100. If you expect to meet a man and he don't have no type of women, no type of dealings with any women, then that should have some sort of flag in your mind. Especially if he's of age. You expect to meet. Let me show you what your expectations are, right? You expect to meet a man. Let's say we're in our mid-30s, right? Ladies, you expect to meet a man in his mid-30s who is single, not dealing with any women, and you're going to be the only woman. Although he don't have no wife or nothing, so that shows he has a pattern of living a certain way. You expect to meet him and completely tie him down. And this is why there's so many women single. Because of their expectations. You get with a man that you can follow. You get with a man who has leadership skills. You get with a man who's successful. You get with a man who's a protector. You get with a man who is going to basically lead you in the right direction. It's simple as that. Stop having all these damn expectations. It's not going to work. And fellas, I'm going to tell you like this too, fellas. Be honest with these women. If you're not a one-woman man, tell these women, I am not a one-woman man. If you think that I'm just going to be with you, you're sadly mistaken. I don't want no drama. I don't come to bring no drama. You won't ever have no issues, but if you expect me to be with you and you only for the remainder of my life, you got the wrong one. How hard is that? How hard is that, brothers? Stop lying to these women. You automatically give them an authority position. You lying to them like they the feds. Yeah, baby, all I need is you, you know? You a damn lie, nigga. Damn lie. Stop lying to these women. Give them a choice. Give them a choice. That's all I'm saying. Give them a choice. They deserve it. Now, am I wrong for saying women deserve a choice? You know how many of you women are lied to daily? Lied to daily. That's just how it is, man. Yeah, somebody said they cowards. They afraid to. You ain't lying. And you can't be mad at a brother who gonna be honest. At the end of the day, you had a choice. And a lot of the times, I'm gonna tell you, fellas, we talking today. A lot of times, women will respect you for that. They will. They will respect you for that. And some women will be like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some women, that's a turn on. It is what it is. You tell some women, look, some of you brothers who just trying to smash a woman, if you keep it 100 with them, that may be what they want. They might just want something physical. I don't agree with that. I think in our state, I think as people we need to build families because family is power. And I'm all for building power within our nation. I'm all for economic growth and development. But if you are going to be, if you are going to just be dealing with each other, I think you should be honest. Because that way, you know what it is. She might want the same damn thing you want. At the very least, y'all honest about it. I mean, yes, somebody said it. She said, honesty is everything. It is. Honesty is everything. It really is. And a lot of women will respect that. You tell a woman straight up, look, I just want this. They call them friends with benefits. If that's what it is, that's what it is. That lady she has a choice. She wants that. You want that. Y'all have a covenant. It don't got to go beyond that. Whatever. I don't recommend that. And if you're going to be doing that, whatever comes with it, you better take care of your responsibility. If a child comes out of that, hey, brothers, you're going to have responsibilities on your hands. It's just simple as that. And I think that women should respect biblical men, traditional men. Men who are just like, look, I'm straight up. I think I should have more than one woman, more than one wife. I'm this type of man. Listen, some women will sit there and call a man stubborn. That's a red flag. A man can't be stubborn. A man can't be stubborn unless he's being stubborn towards the Most High's will. He can't be stubborn towards your will. If you think a man is stubborn, that means you're trying to change something. That means you out of place already. They tried to interrupt the stream. They tried to interrupt the stream. But y'all see what it is, man. This that real talk, man. We speaking against the divine. Yeah, that's what's up. Somebody said, why you snap so hard? Somebody said, move to Africa. Hey, I might just do that. I might just do that. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. They tried to bump it out, man. Yeah, they flagging this video, man. They not happy with this one, but it's all good. I'm keeping it real. 17 dislikes. Oh man, that's it. That's it. Only 17. Somebody said Africa been on my mind. That's what's up. I hope this get. I hope this get as many dislikes. Hey, listen, I need those dislikes. Absolutely, man. Somebody said, "Do you believe in divine masculine?" I have never heard a man walk around talking about he divine masculine. That shows you that there's something wrong with that. When a woman talking about she's divine feminine, how many brothers you know talking about I'm divine masculine? You divine over what? Over who? She's divine feminine. Over who? Over men? You ain't divine over nothing. Divine means godlike. Who you ruling over? Divine over who? Divine. I'm divine masculine. That don't even sound right. It says, question, God got a plan for you. May not be to have multiple wives. I think my plan is not to have not one wife. As I stated earlier. As I stated earlier in this chat, I don't think my plan is to have not one of them. The plan that the Most High got for me is to do his work. The plan he had for me is to speak the truth with no filter. Yeah, but seriously, not everyone has to agree. Yeah. We don't speak this truth for everybody to agree. The people who dislike, they can't handle truth. That's all that is. Are you MGTOW? Nope. I'm not going my own way. I'm going towards the Most High. I'm going towards the Most High. I'm allowing the Most High to use me. And I'm focusing on myself at the moment. I can never give up on women. I can never be one of those brothers that's like, oh, I'm just a man going my own way. I ain't dealing with these women no more. I'm not hurt. I'm not a hurt, scorned, wounded animal. I'm not tucking my tail between my legs and scurrying off because a woman did something to me. That's not even the approach I'm taking. I can never stop loving beautiful women. You got to be crazy, man, going my own way. I don't know which way they going, but I ain't going with them. I don't know what the hell, where they going. I ain't going. But that's what it is, family. That's what it is, man. I just wanted to come through with this message. The power struggle between man and woman. We talked about how it was designed. We peeled back the layers on this one. I even shared some of my personal testimony. And that's the last time I'm gonna do that. Now it's straight up new content, new material, and the work continues. But hopefully you brothers learn out here to be the overall message I want you to learn from this, brothers, is be careful with your seed. Be careful with your seed. Value your energy, brothers. You are the prize, fellas. You are the prize, fellas. Never forget that. You in a time where men are like pure gold. Where women should be happy to have a good man in their corner. You are the prize, fellas. They not the prize. Stop chasing these women. Stop chasing them. Ignore them. Do you. Focus on you. When they come, they come. You are the prize, fellas. And that's just what it is. Just know that. And that's the message for today, man. Hopefully this video helped a lot of you brothers out, especially you young brothers on the come up. Keep your minds right out here. Stay sharp and vigilant. I want y'all to read the book of Proverbs, how it talks about how the wicked woman can cost you your life, how her tongue is like an open pit to hell. Some of these women be saying things on these streets that'll cost you your damn life. Some of these women are so narcissistic, they won't stop until you dead. And I don't give a damn how fat their ass is, how pretty their eyes are. I don't care how nice their lips are, how innocent they look, and how they carry themselves. They will set you up for the kill. These broads out here will line you up. Let me repeat that. They will line you up out here. Never chase them. Do your thing. Hey, know who you are, and stay safe out here, man. As always, love y'all, man. Y'all make sure you have a good day. More videos coming soon. With that being said, shalom and peace.